The Aldenhofen Testing Center near the western German city of Aachen. Today we're looking at Porsches. Lots of Porsches. 15 variations of the classic 911, 3 mid-engine Boxster Roadsters, and 3 mid-engine Cayman Coupes. We're focusing on driving dynamics. Porsche test driver Eberhard Armbrust explains that driving dynamics means handling, agility, and stability. When the driving dynamics are good, he says, the vehicle responds directly to all the driver's commands. Car tester Klaus Niedzwiedz says that top-of-the-line sports cars like Porsche have a long tradition. The 911 has been around since 1963 and the Boxster since 1996. Both vehicles are elite sports cars, but they differ from one another technically. This 911 here is a rear-engine design, while the Boxster is a middle-engine design. That means the cars drive differently, as we'll be testing in Aldenhofen. We take the rear-engine 911 into a steep curve. Klaus says the Porsche 911 is the classic sports car. Its engine has always bended back, then come the gears, and then the driver. That puts a lot of weight on the car's rear axle. The advantage is when the car accelerates, the back wheels don't tend to spin as much with a front or middle engine car. But it also means that when pushed to the limit, the car oversteers. That was a problem in the past 20 or 30 years. In the meantime, Porsches have excellent suspension and electronics, giving them the equilibrium of a middle motor car.
Eine gut funktionierende Elektronik und die Balance ist ähnlich wie bei einem Mittelmotorauto.
The 911 manages this curvy test course without problems. Klaus says that the 911's handling is unbelievably neutral because of the suspension calibration, the electronics, and the all-wheel drive. When you hit the gas, you always have enough traction. The Aldenhofen Testing Center, ATC for short, is part of the Technical University in Aachen, which is known the world round for its automotive prowess. Now we're testing the middle-engine Boxster's braking. Klaus says that people who have never driven a race car should definitely get behind the wheel of a Boxster GTS. It's got 330 horsepower and top suspension, and it handles like a real sports car. The steering is very precise, and the brakes are unbelievably powerful. You can stop the car in a matter of meters without losing control. When you speed up again, the rear of the car swerves out a bit, but it's really easy to control. In designing the GTS models, Porsche engineers tried to make the driving experience even more intense. The Boxster GTS combines race car performance with everyday sportiness. Klaus says that if you take a closer look at the Porsche Boxster, you see it's a more modern sports car than the 911. Here the motor is mounted directly behind the driver, and then comes the transmission. The same principle is used in Formula One cars, and they're pretty fast, of course. The weight is concentrated in the middle of the car. This means the car is very balanced in terms of weight, and that's comfortable for the driver when the car is pushed to the limit.
Und damit fühlt sich ein Fahrer im Grenzbereich richtig wohl.
The most spectacular Porsche is the 918 Spyder with its multiple motors. This hybrid sports car is powered by a 4.6-liter conventional gasoline rear-wheel drive motor. In addition, there are 2 electric motors, one driving the front axle. It's a new variation on all-wheel drive that has the same sort of efficiency. Armbrust tells us that the all-wheel drive improves traction and increases speed on the straightaways. It also makes the car more stable in poor conditions. On the test driving circuit, we push the various models to the limit in a way that's impossible in regular traffic. And all of them retain their excellent handling, even at top speeds. That's a mark of Porsche excellence in research and design.